The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're...
Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Lumberjacks nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. Oh, some strong running. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Carter again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Carter with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Carter. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Carter with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's saying they pay me. I do this for free.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens on one play have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 21, Lumberjacks 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59, check, 59.
On 1st down, right back to Carter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Carter. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get him! Get him! Get him! 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Hey! 59. Here I come! Mike.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action now. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Touchdown! Michael Carter.
from 3 yards out. And the Lumberjacks are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins finding some room at midfield and finally brought down at the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Down to the 25. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Former run show Fatukasi has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again here, Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing.